Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. And if you guys have already been subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you guys a lot. Today's video is a back to school makeup tutorial. Since schools are all starting right around the corner, you might be going to a school, but in our county, it's all remote. So here all the kids are doing school from home. But nonetheless, I really wanted to get a back to school makeup tutorial for you guys. So I've kept it pretty affordable, simple and easy to do. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. Back in the day when I was in the school, I think the maximum thing that I would do is apply eyeliner, make my brows and put some chapstick. That was my makeup routine. But that we're talking like ancient times. so I think if I am going to school right now, I would do my makeup a little different, and that's what we're going to do today. Let's get the elephant out of the room. I have a lot of people visiting on my face today. I waited, guys. I really waited for a good 1 week, but they're not leaving. So I was like, since you guys are not leaving, I still need to do my thing. The show must go on, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, if you guys have some texture on the skin, I would definitely recommend a pore filling primer. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. putty primer and put it right on my problematic area and basically on the center of the face so that I can cover my pores and the texture. Now for foundation, I would definitely recommend you guys to put a sunscreen when you're going to school. If not, then definitely use a foundation with sunscreen in it. For today, I'm going to use my Maybelline's Dream Cover foundation, and this has SPF of 50 in it, and I'm in the shade Sun Beige. I'm just going to put it all across my face. It's not like a full coverage foundation or anything. It's a good medium coverage, but it is a very, very light coverage foundation. So I'm just gonna buff it on my skin. I'm keeping it all drugstore today, just for easy access for all the students out there. This look is also appropriate for work. If you guys are like going back to work, I've done like office makeup look before on my channel. I'll link it in the iCards. That's also a good back to school makeup look. So once everything is blended together, I'm going to take my concealer and I'm going to take my e.l.f.'s Camo Concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Beige. I'm also going to put a little bit on the eyes to act like a primer. Now, I totally get it if you don't have time to put eyeshadows. I doubt that I would put eyeshadows, but we're going to do something on the eyes for sure. Let's blend this concealer out. Now, if you guys want a glowy look, definitely go for a glowy primer, and a good one is Wet n Wild's Dewy Primer. I really love that, but today, because I had a lot of texture going on, I wanted to use a pore filling primer, and that's why I used e.l.f.'s Putty Primer. Now once that's all blended, I'm going to take a loose setting powder, and a beautiful powder at the drugstore is Maybelline's Fit Me powder, and I'm going to take it in the shade Medium. I'm going to dust it under my eyes, on top of my eyelid, just to set that primer in place, and around my mouth where I put the concealer. Now I'm lightly going to dust it all around my face just to set the foundation in place. Now for bronzer, I'm going to take my Essence Sun Club bronzer, and this is in the shade Sunkissed in California. It's a beautiful bronzer, and there's so much product for the amount that you're paying, and it blends seamlessly into the skin. Fun fact, when I was in school, I was a very, very competitive person. Competitive is an understatement for me, for sure. I am like that. If somebody is playing with me, I cannot lose, guys. But I was always like that. Not that I'll always win, for sure, but I don't take it in a good way. But back in the school time, I used to play a lot of sport. I used to do a lot of dance. But yeah, why I say is because I still remember when I used to go to like tuition and stuff, like after school studies. Before that, for blush, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild's Mellow Wine. It's a beautiful neutral tone blush. Again, if your face is more rounded, I'm going to put the blush on the outer portion of the face and on the temples. And if you have an oval shaped face, Then I'm gonna put it on the apple of the face so that it brings your face forward. And I'm just gonna put it a little on the chin too, just to give it a more pointy effect. And for highlighter, I'm going to take my Essence Pure Nude highlighter. This is in the shade Be My Sunlight. I love this highlighter. It gives a very subtle glow, but such a beautiful glow. So where was I? Yeah, so when I used to go to like my tuition and like studies after school, I still remember when the teacher used to give like some problems and stuff, and they used to write it on the blackboard and on the chalkboard. Before even like completing the question, I was the one, yes sir, I know it, you know. Yeah, I was that annoying person. Like a teacher's pet. I was such a teacher's pet. It's shameful now to even think like that, but yeah, I was. I wanted to impress everybody, and I wanted people to feel good about me all the time. I don't know, how does it even matter? Now I say that, but yeah, it was crazy back then. Now for back to school look, I wanted to keep a palette which is quite affordable, and this is Wet n Wild's Glamour Scott palette. I've used this palette before and I feel it's such a versatile palette to have in your collection. I'm going to take that transition shade and I'm going to buff it on my crease. You definitely can use a bronzer on the crease, actually on the whole lid, and just put some liner and mascara and out of the door. That would be like the simplest look, but just for the video purpose today, I'm gonna do a little more. I'm gonna take that mid-tone brown in the palette. I'm just gonna put it on the outer corner, actually very close to the lash line. I'm just gonna put it right there because we're just gonna blend everything together.
Ask me how I do it, I just stick to the plan. Stick to the plan.
I'm going to take the same shade and just deepen up the outer corners. And this is just to give some definition to the eye. I'm going to take the same shade and blow it down on the lower lash line too. Now with nothing left over in the brush, I'm just going to blend everything together. For the inner corner, I'm going to take that champagne shade in the palette and just brighten up the inner corners a little more. And then I'm going to take that pink champagne shade. You can take any shimmer shade out of this palette, but I love this shade. And just put it all across my crease. This would give like a very light sheen on your eyes. This would definitely just awaken your eyes a little bit. Now to fill in my brows, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil, and this is in the shade Ash Brown. Because of the triangular tip, it's super easy to fill in the brows.
Call my mama, told her that I'm grown now. She said you got old and started showing up.
Now to just lift your brows up, I'm just going to put the same highlighter that we use, the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, underneath the brow. Now for liner, you can definitely skip this step. I was in habit of putting eyeliner no matter what. This is the step that I would not forget. And I'm going to use my Essence Super Last eyeliner in the shade Matte Black. Now for mascara, I'm going to take my Essence Volume Stylist mascara.
Ask me how I do it, I just stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Ask me how I do it, I just stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Really, it ain't nothing to it, it just stick who I am.
Now for my lips, I'm going to take my Essence, this is nude lipstick, and this is in the shade 05 Legendary. I love these lipstick. Super creamy. And if you're looking for any lip gloss, I really like this e.l.f.'s lip gloss, and this is in the shade Nude Kiss. The most used lip gloss in my collection, I think.
When they ask me how I did it, I'll tell 'em. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan.
Now to set everything down, I'm going to take my Milani's Make It Last setting spray. This will lock down your foundation, your makeup for the entire day. I really hope that you enjoyed this makeup look that I created for you guys. I kept it all affordable. I wish you all the luck in the coming year forward and have a happy school year. If you really like these simple kind of looks, definitely do give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
You did it, you just stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Stick to the